Om Om Namo Narayanaaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Vishwasmai Namaha. Om Vishwam Vishnur Vashatkaro Bhuta Bhavya Bhavat Prabhu Bhudagrad Bhudabrad Bhavo Bhudatma Bhudabhavanaha. Today we are going through the meaning of Vishnu Sahasranama stanza 1. Vishwam, the first name. He whose manifestation is the whole universe of forms, the Virat Purusha. The cause is always present in the effects, and as such that form from which the whole universe has emerged out can only be its own manifestation. The whole cosmos of gross forms in this own expression, and therefore he is called as Virat Purusha. Sarva Bhudhatma Vishwarubho Yatho Avyayaha. The Sanskrit term Vishwam comes from the root vis, to enter. Thus it means he who has created and entered into the entire universe as the all-pervading reality. It can also mean that into which the entire universe has entered to remain therein established. In the Upanishads also we have assertions of similar ideas. It is only when intellectually we view the Lord that we come to recognize Him as cause for the universe. When viewed through contemplation, since the effect is nothing other the cause, there can be no world other than Him. In fact, there is nothing other than the Supreme. In the Mandukya Upanishads, we read Omkara Vedam Sarvam. In Bhagavad Gita says Om Ityegaksharam Brahma. The second name Vishnuhu. The term Vishnu is dissolved as Viveshti Vyapnodi Idi Vishnuhu. That which pervades everywhere is Vishnu. That which has the nature of pervasiveness is Vishnu. He is the one who pervades all and nothing ever pervades him. Ishavasyam idam sarvam. All this is indwelt, pervades by the Lord. This is very same idea is described in the typical style of the Puranas. In the incarnation of the Lord as Vamana, the short boy who with his 3 feet measured the entire universe. Because of this act, the Lord got the name Vishnu, says Mahabharata. Vishnu Purana says the root vis means to enter. The entire world of things and beings is pervaded by him, and the Upanishad emphatically insists in its mantra, whatever that is there in the world of change. Hence it means that he is not limited by space, not limited by time or substance. The third name, Vashadkara. In the ritualistic portion of the Vedas, we find many mantras ending with Vashad, and they are used in pouring devoted and dedicated oblations. Thus, the term Vashatkara means he who is invoked, and for propitiating whom The oblations are poured in Vedic ritualism using mantras ending with Vashat. Also, Vashatkara can mean yajna in its association, and thus the term in its suggestion can signify he who is of the form of the yajna. In the Upanishads also we find this meaning endorsed when the Upanishad mantra says Yajno vai Vishnu. Yajna itself is Vishnu. The fourth name Bhudha Bhavya Bhavat Prabhu. He who is the Lord Prabhu of the past Bhudha, the future Bhavya, and the present Bhavat. Time is the concept of the intellect. It expresses itself in the interval between experiences. Experiences are registered as thoughts, and thoughts are ever changing. This very change is known as and experienced by us. The knower of the change must be something other than the change. Thus, he who is illuminator of all changes, meaning the consciousness, Atman, is the Lord Vishnu. He is the one who is not conditioned by time. The fifth name, Bhudha Krit, the creator, Krit, of all creatures. Bhudha, the creator of all creatures. This word can be dissolved in two ways. First one who creates the creatures. Bhudani karodi idi bhuta krits. Or one who annihilates all creatures. Bhudani kridhadi idi bhuta krits. In both these cases, Brahman, the Supreme, is the one reality that seems to function as the creator, sustainer, or destroyer when the functions through different gunas in the total mind. Functioning through a preponderance in Rajaguna, he becomes the creator. Through Satvaguna, the sustainer, and through Tamoguna, he himself expresses as the destroyer. In the extra comments, subjectively, the Atman functioning through my own mind and intellect is I, the individuality. My personality entirely depends upon the quality and texture of my own thoughts. I myself become according to the moods of my mind, the creator, sustainer, and annihilator of my world of experiences. He who manifests and functions in these aspects is the Supreme Vishnu. The sixth name, Buddha Bhrat, one who nurtures and nourishes all beings in all their attitudes, is this great reality, and therefore he is called as the Buddha Bhrat, one who nurtures births and nourishes all beings, living creatures, Buddha. In Gita, there is an elaborate description of this idea in the 15th chapter, where the Lord points out how he has the light in the sun, fertility in the earth, growth in the plants, nourishment in food, heat in fire, becomes himself the eater, and therefore how he himself presides over all the functions of the body and mind, and apparently nurtures and nourishes the creatures who are in fact nothing other than himself. The seventh name, Bhavo, one who becomes Bhavadi iti Bhava, himself into the movable and the immovable beings and things in the world. He is the pure existence in all the sentient organisms and the insentient objects in the universe. Hence, he is indicated by the term Bhavo. The eighth name is Budhatma. He is the Atman, soul of all the beings. Buddha, the very be in the living beings. Just as the same universal space manifests in all rooms as the room space, so the infinite life manifesting through any given vehicle is called the Atman of the vehicle. It is well known that space everywhere is one and the same. So, too, the one reality sports as though different Atmans. This one universal soul is called in Vedanta the Supreme Brahman, Parabrahman. In Bhagavata, the Lord is addressed as, you are the one self in all living creatures, ever illumining all their experiences. In Kathopanishads, the one enchanting truth that reveals in every form manifesting in plurality. The ninth name in this stanza and the last one is Buddha Bhavana, one who creates and multiples the creatures, meaning the one who is the cause for the birth and who is responsible for the growth of all living creatures. Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Govinda Nama Sankirtanam. Govinda Govinda.